Okay, hey, good evening and welcome to my Cowboy Christmas concert. I'm Johnny and appreciate you being here. There's a lot of other Cowboy Christmas concerts you could be watching now, but this one is certainly going to be unique. I did this program a couple of years ago for a Sunday school Christmas party and wrote a couple of new songs myself. So it will be unique if nothing else. So I'd like to get started with a song called the Tumbleweed Christmas Tree. It's about hard times down in the Depression, and not everybody could afford a new Christmas tree, so you just have to make do with what you have when you're a cowboy. It was a rough year for a cowboy's children, hard times and harder living. We moved when the rent was due, and it was due too frequently. We moved in late December to a rundown shack, how I remember, west of Odessa near a town they call No Trees. He was too poor to pay attention, Daddy lived on good intentions. He intended Christmas to be just what we believed. He rode off to town on a broken down horse, didn't have any other recourse. For the price of a Christmas tree, he brought back the tumbleweed. Christmas Eve in No Trees, Texas, wind blowing through the cactus. Santa Claus was a rich kid's saint, but a poor kid's dream. I'd trade every single present I ever had or I ever will get for the night of the tumbleweed Christmas tree. Daddy sat it on the table, Mama made a paper angel, ornaments of thises and that's and buttons on a string. It took all night to decorate it. When we got done, I'd have to say that it was the prettiest tumbleweed I'd ever seen. Wind rocked the trees like a cradle while we sang our Christmas carols, sitting all together on the floor by candlelight. Daddy looked as proud as a big city banker. Mama tried hard to be thankful, but looking at the tumbleweed, she laughed until she cried. Christmas Eve in No Trees, Texas, wind blowing through the cactus. Santa Claus was a rich kid's saint and a poor kid's dream. I'd trade every single present I ever had or I ever will get for the night of the tumbleweed Christmas tree. I was 6, going on 7. Being poor was an education. That night I learned a lot about what Christmas means. It means love and it means loving. Means money don't mean nothing. Means a tumbleweed can make a Christmas tree. So that's the story of the tumbleweed Christmas tree. Like I say, you just have to make do with what you have, and some years are a little rougher than others. But you get along best you can. Okay, this is called Another Snowbound Christmas. You know, out on the prairie, when the wind's blowing and it's December, you can get some pretty mean squalls out there. But this is set here in Midland, Michigan, where I'm from. And again, it's called the Another Snowbound Christmas. It's cold and it's windy in the Saginaw Valley. Midland's got a foot of new snow. With the 2 feet we got the first of last week, there's nowhere and no place to go. But there's hardly a way you can snow in a cowboy. I'll saddle Old Faithful and ride, and head down to church after dinner to the Christmas tree service tonight. It's another snowbound Christmas. I'm weary, but I'm feeling fine. No, it's not the cold wind. I'm thinking about a baby boy a long, long ago Christmas night. Hey, Old Faithful, wouldn't you look? There's a big shining star hanging high in the east on the rise. I'm wishing that I could just follow that star, like the 3 men the book said were wise. Oh, Midland, you're not Bethlehem, but you're where I belong tonight. Before I head out, I'll thank the good Lord, 'cause Jesus made everything right. It's another snowbound Christmas. I'm weary, but I'm feeling fine. It's not the cold wind. I'm thinking about a baby boy a long, long ago Christmas night. No, it's not the cold wind. I'm thinking about a baby boy and a long, long ago Christmas night. Okay, I see some comments on my phone, which is too far away for me to read. But no, they're all sideways anyway. But I got to my granddaughter here, Liliana, helping me out. So she's my cheering section, and a good audience to have. So I'll do a little wardrobe change here with the cowboy hat. Put on a different cowboy hat. Okay. So this is called Christmas Cowboy Joe, and it's kind of I guess I'd call it derivative work. It's from a song called Ragtime Cowboy Joe. But I don't know if ragtime and Christmas go together. So I did a little revamping of the words, and this is Christmas Cowboy Joe. He always sings, Christmas music to the cattle as he swings back and forward in the saddle on a horse, a pretty good horse who is syncopated, gaited. Such a funny meter to the roar of his repeat of the prairie wings. When the cowboys hear Joe sing, because the western folks all know he's a highfalutin, rootin', tootin' good old boy from Arizona, Christmas Cowboy Joe. It was out in Arizona in mid-December, special time I'll always remember. The neatest, sweetest voice by far is Christmas Cowboy Joe's. He got his chops from singing to the cows and sheep. Every night they say he sings the herd to sleep, in a voice so rich and deep, crooning soft and low. Oh, how he sings Christmas music to the cattle as he swings back and forward in the saddle on a horse, a pretty good horse that is syncopated, gaited. Folks want to sing along when Cowboy Joe bursts into song, the prairie rings. When the cowboys hear Joe sing, because the western folks all know he's a highfalutin, rootin', tootin', son of bud from Arizona, Christmas Cowboy Joe. Now he's singing where the folks all know. Now he's singing on the radio, crooning and swooning merrily. He's Christmas Cowboy Joe. Learned his craft from singing to the cattle and sheep. Now he's hoping for a pretty little girl to meet back in Arizona where the cowgirls are. He's Christmas Cowboy Joe. He always sings Christmas music to the cattle as he swings back and forward in the saddle on a horse, a pretty good horse who is syncopated, gaited. Folks want to sing along when Cowboy Joe bursts into song, the prairie rings. When the cowboys hear Joe sing, because the western folks all know he's a highfalutin, rootin', tootin' good old boy from Arizona, Christmas Cowboy Joe. dressed up every Sunday in his Sunday clothes. He heads right off to church where he always goes. Every pretty girl in town loves Joe 'cause he's a honey bear. When the choir starts singing, Joe joins right in. People come to church just to listen to him. Preacher keeps the sermon short and sweet 'cause they're here to hear Joe. He always sings Christmas music to the cattle as he swings back and forward in the saddle on a horse of 40 guitar status syncopated gated. Folks want to sing along when Cowboy Joe bursts into song. The prairie rings when cowboys learn to sing because the western folks all know he's a highfalutin, rootin' tootin', good old boy from Arizona. Christmas cowboy, talk about your Christmas, Christmas Cowboy Joe. Oh, man, I need oxygen to drop down. Thanks, Lily. How'd you like that one? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to retire this hat. We'll go for the blue hat here. Okay, so don't take this one too seriously. Not that the other ones were particularly serious, but we'll have some good serious songs in here too. This is one I wrote. I don't know why. I just was in a kind of a weird mood, I guess, and it's called the Cowboys Special Christmas. Okay. Actually, this is a different one. I didn't write this one, but I will sing out of order. Not that it matters. I will sing this one I wrote. It's called A Cowboy's Lonely Christmas, because when you're out on the range and it's Christmas time and you're by yourself and the wind's blowing and the snow's falling and you start thinking a little bit different sometimes. And this is that story. Well, December 25th is drawing pretty near. I'm out here on the range, roping calves and branding steer. I've been too long in the saddle, out on the frontier, and I wish somehow my family could join me way out here. The snow and wind is whistling here in the great outdoors, but I got to drive these cattle and finish all my chores. My eyes are red, my back is bowed, I've got saddle sores. This cowboy life at Christmas time just ain't for me no more. No Christmas gifts, no mistletoe, no parties to attend, no caroling, no Christmas tree, no family or friends. I have but one companion, and to my great remorse, I'm having some strange feelings for my faithful friend, my horse. Well, the working season ended, and back home I did go. I didn't miss the cowboy life, but then again, there's truth in the old adage, you can't go home again. So I got married to my horse, and that's how this story ends. You see, Christmas gifts don't matter much, nor parties to attend, though I admit sometimes I miss my family and friends. I have one true companion, and I carry no remorse. I'll be happy evermore with my faithful friend, my horse. Thanks, Luke. So that's what can happen when you're out in the saddle a little bit too long by yourself. You start letting your mind run away with different kinds of thoughts. So this was the other song that I was trying to sing before, but this is called A Cowboy's Special Christmas. And it's kind of a maudlin, sentimental song, but I think it's a nice song. I'd like to sing it for you now. Cowboy's Special Christmas. Sitting in the bunkhouse feeling sorry for myself. Christmas Eve can be a lonely time. I started thinking about Jim's widow's wife, those kids without their dad tonight. He worked this ranch and was a real good friend of mine. 3 weeks growth on my jaw, an old red-faded Mackinaw. I hitched a team and went out to cut a tree. I don't know if it was all the snow or because I had a place to go. I started feeling kind of Christmassy. I grabbed some canned goods from the store, left an IOU on Cookie's door, unwrapped the lines and drove the team away. The harness bells rang out for miles, they ran out on their porch all smiles, said like I looked like Santa on his sleigh. We read the Christmas story from the Bible and we sang. The kids took turn a-sittin' on my knee. We made paper chains and popcorn strings, heard the coyotes caroling. Mom crocheted a star to top the tree. For the little girl a rope knot doll I fashioned on the fly. My pocket knife I wrapped up for the boy. I gave their mom a Christmas poem, they gave me a Christmas home that filled this cowboy's empty heart with joy. And to think I nearly spent this night all wrapped up in myself. When I headed home, I felt a teardrop fall. I took off my hat in the cold night air, offered up a simple prayer, and thanked God for the greatest gift of all. Sit still, okay. Okay, so that's a Cowboys special. So, I bet you didn't know there were this many Cowboy Christmas songs out there. So this one, this goes out on the request line to Mick. It was in the program anyway, that Mick asked that I would be singing this song. And so yeah, because it fits the scheme tonight. So this is called Christmas on the Range. I think this was, there's a fellow named Reg Stiegel, S-T-A-G-A-L-L. This is kind of his, he does cowboy songs. He's got an old Christmas album out, and I'm pretty sure this is off that album. Christmas on the Range. I know there are no church bells on the prairie, yet here's a mystery I can't explain. Riding here Christmas night, I hear the church bells chime when it's Christmas on the range. All year long my life seems ordinary. On this they tell me, why does it seem strange? Things never seem sublime till I hear those church bells chime when it's Christmas on the range. At night I sit alone by the fireside. It's lonesome, but I never want to change. Across the plains I hear the sounds of 8 reindeer. What is it makes me feel so strange? I see the children round the tree at Christmas, as their goodwill and their presents they exchange. What is this mystery, this vision that I see when it's Christmas on the range? At night I sit alone by the fireside. It's lonesome, but I'd never want to change. Across the plains I hear the sounds of 8 reindeer. What is it makes me feel so strange? I see the children round the tree at Christmas, as their goodwill and their presents they exchange. What is this mystery, the vision that I see when it's Christmas on the range? So I've never done Facebook Live before. I see a lot of notes coming in. For all I know, this is going out, but I am recording it. So if you're watching and you can't hear, I don't know what's going on. I will edit up this other version that I'm doing on my old faithful camera, and put that up on my page. And it also gives me a chance to review how I did. Okay, so there's a little bit of a story here. When I was a kid, I am, in fact, the oldest cousin on my father's side of the family. And we'd always go to Grandma's house for Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas, breakfast. And being the eldest, there were 8 adults sitting at the big table. And I had to sit at the little stupid card table with my cousins, the little dweeby cousins. And so all the good stuff was on the adult table, and we had all the stuff nobody wanted on our table, like the lime jello with cottage cheese and just all that nasty stuff. So this is a tongue-in-cheek song. It's not true, but there are parts of it that are true, and I know Grandma's long gone now, of course, and God rest her soul. But this is called Christmas Dinner at Grandma's House. Christmas dinner at Grandma's house was special to my family, but the things that she's serving were very unnerving and bring back painful memories. Oh, pickled eel and lutefisk, green bean casserole, carrot salad and deviled ham, flush that stuff down the toilet bowl. Her molded pate cheese ball and that grated potato ring. No one knew just what was in that nasty goat cheese thing. Mom would always volunteer and ask what she could bring. Grandma said, "Don't worry, honey, I'll handle everything." Meatloaf made with who knows what, and then for dessert, mud pie that tasted very much like dishwater and dirt. Christmas dinner at Grandma's house, how could I ever forget? It reminds me of those Christmases I'm still not over yet. All those trips to the ER to have my stomach pumped. Was it the possum suit or the mincemeat pie? By golly, I'm just stumped. Well, now I'm a grandparent. Grandma's dead and gone. My wife is now the grandma, but tradition carries on. Cottage cheese and a lime jello wing makes me wanna hurl, and whatever's in her eggnog makes my toes just curl. Christmas dinner at Grandma's house many years ago. I'm all for tradition, but weird Christmas dishes, no! This year will be different, but in a special way. The family's going upstreet over at the Golden Walk Buffet. There's no need to get sick, especially on Christmas Day. Okay, thank you, Lily. Okay, so I think I'm about out of that wasn't really a cowboy song. So got just some plain Christmas songs. We're going to do a little wardrobe change here quickly. Down here somewhere. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the cowboy duds. I don't know if you can see, this has got cacti on it from the Old West.
I'm guessing you even have pants that match?
What's that, honey?
I'm guessing you have pants that match?
I do have pants that match. Okay, so I've got yellow pants on. I don't know if you can see, but this is part of the the wardrobe change. So did a Christmas concert last weekend. and I was running around in gym shorts and a shirt. And most of the time when I wear my suits like this, I put the pants and the suit jacket on the same hanger. Although I neglected to grab the pants. So that concert was just wearing a Christmas jacket and a pair of gym shorts. So I don't know if that sort of thing interests you. I hope not, but it's possible.